Hi guys. We're waiting for Pastor Leke. So much music has been recorded around this COVID thing. I'm listening to one of them now. I hope you guys can hear the lyrics. Quarantine. We're waiting for Pastor Leke. Quarantine. 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 So these are lockdown series. There's a Treasure Hill Church. I'm your anchor for this afternoon. Abosede Osho is my name. We're waiting for our special guest in the person of Pastor Leke Adeboye. So what we're going to be talking about this afternoon is becoming a better me. So what do you guys think? Has anything good come out of this lockdown? I'm waiting for you guys to join me. Let me hear from you. Has anything good come out of this lockdown? I can see my pastor, Pastor Joseph. Thank you for being with us. And for every other person who has joined us, thank you. Please tell your friends. It promises to be a special afternoon. If there's anybody you know who needs to hear something about becoming a better them after this lockdown, please call them and let them join us in this discussion. So we're waiting for Pastor Leke Adeboye to join us. Now, this is another music that was composed. This one is indigenous. Hello, hello, oh, repete. I'm sure someone forwarded that music to you too. Corona ni. Corona. Hey, please join me to dance. You know, when music is composed around this coronavirus thing, I mean, it's so interesting. Yeah. Corona ni. Now we have Pastor Leke. Yes. Yes, Pastor Leke. We're waiting for him. We're waiting for Pastor Leke with us. It's connecting.
Wow.
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 Yeah, Pastor Leke.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
my
Wow.
God.
Wow.
We're
Wow.
so
Wow.
excited. Thank you
Wow.
so
This is
much for being
my
our guest on
no, no,
at the
no.
Treasure Hill Church.
This is
Wow.
serious one. This
So
is
waiting to
serious
see
one.
your face.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So
I
waiting to
don't
see your face. Can you
I
see
don't
Pastor Leke? My pips, can you see Pastor Leke? If you can't, please just thumbs up. If you can't
yeah.
see Pastor Leke, can you see me? Can you see Pastor Leke? Thumbs up if you can. Pastor
Okay.
Leke, we're waiting to see you.
I don't know why it's not letting. Okay, let me. Let me turn it around.
Please turn it round. We can't wait. Everyone is saying we can't wait to see him. I'll just do that again. Hmm? Hmm? Ki corona doro ito. Kasi. Pastor Leke, we're waiting for you. How many of you guys are dancing? No? You know, we cannot be afraid at all. This is faith over fear. We have to exercise our faith. No, devil is a liar. Leke Adeboye is unable to join. You know, he must join us. Abi, my people, start praying. No, start praying. Pastor Leke has to join us. Okay, I hope this works. Connecting. Oh, connecting. It was connecting. Pastor Leke.
Wow. It doesn't want to connect. So I'll just switch.
No, Pastor, no. PLA, oh yeah. It was connect.
Uh, no, man, let me switch.
Speak the
Let me get
word.
another
Speak,
Samsung. This is
please.
Samsung to Samsung battle. I'll get another
Please,
one.
whatever you
All right.
have to do, my people are waiting to speak with you and hear from you.
All
Whatever
right, man.
you need to do, please
I will
start.
switch now, man. Okay, man. All right, man.
Okay.
Let me drop it. Okay, man. One
It's still
second.
showing me connecting, but
Uh,
you guys can hear Pastor Leke. Okay, they're hearing you. We're just waiting to see you. No, this unable to join. No. We need him more. Okay, so while we're waiting for Pastor Leke, I'm sure maybe it's some network issues or something. So I asked a question. I said, has anything good come out of this lockdown? So please type me a message. Let me know so I can read it out for those who can confidently say that something good has come out of this lockdown period for them. I know that a lot of good has come out for me, but we'll talk about that as we go on. So I want to hear from everyone. So it's not just about me. We're waiting for Pastor Leke. We're waiting for Pastor Leke. We're waiting for Pastor Leke. Hopefully he can join us. Okay. So has anything good come out of this lockdown period? I'm still waiting to hear from. So our guest this afternoon is Pastor Leke. Is a senior personal assistant to the general overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God and is a coordinator of the Pastor Seeds family. Wow, they're doing amazing things. We don't know why we're not connecting with him. Now I can't even hear him. I'm sure he'll join us soon. So we're still waiting to hear. So contributions, would you say that you have become a better person in this period? How long have we been at home? I know I've been for 5 weeks. So I don't know. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Anyone? Pastor Leke, we're waiting. Okay, it's here again. Let's try connecting this one. Ah, yes, it's here. Hey, Treasure Hill, join me to give a shout out to Pastor
Oh my days.
I must
Wow.
say that this
Oh,
lockdown is doing you good, Pastor Leke. Wow, look at you.
wow.
You're looking good and fresh. Huh?
No, thank you, man. Thank you, man. It's also the
Wow.
Samsung and your prayers that is working for me. Thank you, man.
Thank you so much for doing this with us. I mean, the Treasure
Nah,
Hill
nah.
Church is so happy that you're with us this afternoon. Thank you.
I'm I'm happy. It's a honor and privilege to be here. I'm even shocked because I was expecting Pastor. I did not think
Okay,
it's
so
you,
we
man.
gave you a good surprise then.
Nah, it's a serious one.
So we
Wow.
gave you a good surprise
Wow.
then.
You should be the one sharing, man. Let me just get my notes and
No,
pens and
no,
paper and
no.
just
We're
adjust
hearing
myself.
from you. We're hearing from you. Can you guys see
Uh,
me? Wow.
yeah. I think there's an and
Okay.
on the camera.
Yes.
Okay, you're
Fine.
good now.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Amazing.
This
Amazing.
is
Thank God for technology.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This is serious. This
Yeah,
is
I think this is
serious.
one of the very good things that has come out of all this. The fact that we've all been able to harness technology to reach out to one
Mm-hmm.
another and also to
Mm-hmm.
reach out to our people. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
so you know, people have said that. I mean, we definitely many of us have spent a lot of time, you know,
Mm-hmm.
in communion with
Locked up.
God because we had no
Yes, ma'am.
choice, of course, but to go back
Yes,
to
ma'am.
God. And He sure
Yes,
had
ma'am.
our attention. So the first thing I'm going to ask you, Pastor Leke, is what has God been saying to you? What has God been saying to you in this period?
Um, my own journey starts way before now.
All right.
So before it breaks down into parts. So I will just be free. But before we get there, man,
Please
let's
be
pray
free.
because we always
Okay.
have to
Yes,
pray.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Father Lord, in Jesus' name, we thank you for the opportunity to see another wonderful day. Thank
Thank you,
you
Lord.
for health. Thank you for life. Thank you that we have data. Thank you that
Yes,
we have decent Samsung phones
yes,
or any other phone. Thank you, Almighty God, that we have oxygen in our lungs to breathe.
yes,
Thank you that you've allowed us to have this time so that we can refocus, reset, um, see where we're going with you
mm,
and be able to move with you and
yes,
not to
Lord.
walk with our own wisdom.
Yes,
Father Lord, we ask that in this time of darkness across the world that your light would remain with us and would give
Amen.
us bright ideas so we
Amen.
can see the invisible, hear the inaudible, and be able to move with you always. In
Amen.
Jesus' precious name we pray.
Amen. 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 Thank you very
Um,
much, sir, for that blessing.
right. I think this. I'm shocked. They put you, man.
Oh,
Wow, Pastor, just threw me off. I was coming for him, but
you
he
were
now gave
so you
me
were ready
you.
for
It's
him.
just, I was ready for him. That's why I went camo, all the way camo. That today, treasure hill. We are getting all the treasures out of the hill.
Oh my word! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean,
Nah, thank you, man.
it's so amazing to serve in the house of God and to
Yes, man.
have you
Yes, man.
as one of
Yes,
our
man.
leaders. For us, the young people's church. I always say to people that I like to be one of the young people. So
Yes, man.
I'm part of them. So, Pastor Leke, before you prayed, I asked you a question. I
Okay.
said,
Okay, man.
you've spent a lot of time, especially now, because truly and honestly, you're a very busy person. I mean, uh, look at this is the first
My
time that
boss is busy.
you've been around for some time. You have been around
Yeah.
for a while. So
Oh, yeah.
definitely you've spent a lot of time with God. And so,
hmm
what has God been saying to you? What has God been saying to you? Um,
Um, it comes across in different levels. So I'm rewinding back to January. I'm
okay,
not starting my own journey now.
okay,
And then a little bit before January. So
mm,
we entered into another, I don't know, quote unquote, decade kind of plan So I was looking at what I can do to be able to plan for the year.
Okay.
So I went to find what the leaders have said, what Pastor Leke Adeboye has said, went to look at what TD Jakes is also saying, Dr. Mensah, Tabi. So all those signs that we're still moving around in January to wherever we went to.
Okay.
I was using that one to break down that what would be the plan, rather than plan for 1 year, plan for the next 10 years. And then trying to get God to actually give me an understanding, because it's fine. We've seen what the fathers have said. The fathers have said what the fathers are saying, but then you need to also now know what God is saying to you, because it's a relationship. You're supposed to, what's wrong with me being able to do the same things Adeboye is doing, or the same thing Oyedepo is doing, and all the other giants, Yakilome, everybody, whatever they're doing, even the business moguls as well. The difference is that they have a relationship with God. Fine, they're giving us, they're giving us avenues and opportunities to be able to have prayer grounds or places we can come to, to fellowship and to meet with God. But then we also need to build that one-on-one relationship. So in my own one-on-one relationship, God told me that rather than ask me what to plan year by year, as you were saying, why don't you ask me to show you what's going to be happening 10 years from now, so that you can plan reverse backwards. So
backwards.
Backwards. So if I know now, like so obviously now some people are now seeing that kind of situation in terms of the planning. If people know coronavirus is going to happen this period, then and God already told you this is what's going to happen, then it's easy for me to have planned everything, in advance. So I would know that I should go and either stock up, I should get into making masks, I should better go and buy sanitizer, get all the wipes I need, be the supplier for all the ventilators across Africa. Don't even struggle with the rest of the world. Just buy these things down and be prepared. How to even safeguard Nigeria, how to safeguard the church, how to safeguard your businesses, and even advise people without, because one of the things I also noticed with God is if He gives you an expo, because of the relationship He has with you, He doesn't necessarily want you to go and tell everybody. So because it's between you and Him. Expo. So this is between me and you. It's like how God quickly went to wake up Joseph when the wise men were leaving him and said, "Oh guys, stand up with this baby, go to Egypt, and you are staying there until this king is dead." Now he already got the advance info, like we need to pack up and move before all these people come and ambush us. That kind of expo. He didn't tell everybody that guys, they are going to come and kill, although maybe he should have. They are going to come and kill all the newborn babies around here. Please pack your children and let's all go to Egypt together. But I'll leave that one because that was another message entirely on its own. So God is speaking to us constantly, and obviously in this time and period, we need to take advantages of the things that we might see as an opening, investment wise, new business idea wise, the things that are now going to be the norm. Data now is a big thing. If you don't have data, I can't talk to you. Internet services, people would, bosses have now realized that a lot of people can actually work from home. So why get everybody to come to the office? So now you would even see that some people, unfortunately, are not going to be able to retain their employment. Because now people are now weighing it to see who are the people that actually are useful to me, rather than just packing bodies into the store. And even now that there's even no money to be able to pay everybody's salary, because we've not earned, we've not earned for like 6 weeks now and co. So and then also being the employee, why not be okay, for example, now I'll just say this free expo. The mission RCCG just paid our salary. I honestly, I'm feeling guilty. I wish I can return that funds, because I've seen the church, and I think I'm going to actually.
So the church is struggling, definitely now. The church is struggling because
the church is going to struggle, especially RCCG.
The income of the church is shrinking as well.
It's super shrunk, because I won't even go to the other reason why. Because in case my dad is in IT, they are watching me. The things we have been begging that we should correct over time, they've refused to make the corrections, but then now it's in our face.
Happening now.
So now it's happening now. So now they have to make those corrections.
That was
apart from
a
that,
question that I asked the people while we were waiting for you. I said, has anything good come out of this lockdown? So now you're telling us something good that has come out. I mean, there's a lot of good, definitely.
I can write a book on the goods that have come out now. Even with my children's school, we go for PTA meetings. I'm sitting down there and I'm like, but it will be high time that, these people will go from marker and a board to iPads and learning all of this. At home, they are playing with our phones, they are playing with all of that one. And but then the teachers are struggling because maybe the teachers refuse to upgrade in that education sense. They don't have the
exposure necessary.
They don't have the exposure, and in some cases they're refusing. Even from the interview section, they would have asked, can you use your phone for more than WhatsApp? Do you even know what WhatsApp is? Things like that. So now that it now hits them, and we are doing online classes, Google Class, whichever other one we are doing, they're even doing Zoom, and they don't understand how to switch off the video or switch off the mic yet.
Yes.
And all the children are talking at the same time. Zoom is going nuts because it's trying to pick which video and all of this.
So you actually need a lecture on how to use the Zoom even before they start using it. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, I've been praying for this because, you go to England, you travel across, you see how these other kids in the same age group, how they are doing homework on iPad and how they're already used to things like that. And they don't have an issue. I mean, one of them was arguing with the lecturer, like, I did submit my work. And the teacher was like, no, it didn't come through. And then they showed the back end of it. And apparently he wrote it, he pushed submit, but it didn't go through. But the timestamp of when he pushed submit was there. So the teacher passed him because there's still a timestamp that shows record that is true. You did submit, even though the work didn't come through. So, that kind of next level living. But anyway, on a spiritual note, there's a lot now. We have to rethink how we worship. There's no way we'll still come back to a place of worship because people gathering is always going to be a must eventually. But then how do I now pray for someone online and believe that this same device would get them to be able to get their healing? How do you develop the faith of people across board, so you're not just doing just talking normally? So we now have pastors in the past that can't really do much except they see the crowd. So their own ministration is gingered by the crowd they see. So now we have to go back and really connect with God, like, okay, how can I speak through any medium? Because now they need to either imagine the crowd or know that now they are speaking from a place where you are talking the truth, like you're even preaching to yourself. Forget the crowd. So it's like worship leaders, you can't take me to a place of worship if you haven't been there yourself.
That's right.
So where are you taking me to? So like that, they need to be able to worship across board and do it for God, not for the people anymore. So there's a lot, man. There's a lot, man.
It's interesting you're talking about the church, and what is going to be when all of this is over. I was listening to somebody and the person was like, churches are really going to grapple with the problem because now everybody is everybody is online shopping. And online shopping,
I like that.
In fact, even for services, for churches, they are doing online shopping. Because
in the middle,
compared to the past, I know that on a Sunday, typically, I watch at least 3 services of different, either parish or, I first start with Daddy Gio, then I go on to, because I'm in London now, I go on to my local parish here in London, Jesus House.
Okay.
So it's like, they say people are online shopping. So now they're being exposed to different other ministries and listening to different other messages. So at the end of the day, when all of this is over, we might have a problem where some people are going to actually move because they have been shopping online and they've seen. So how are we going to guard against such things? Or what do you think? What is your take to this?
Now, first and foremost, I'm jealous that you are in London right now because I would do almost. It's okay. We can all be stuck somewhere. I'm happy I'm stuck in Nigeria because Nigeria seems to be one of the safest places right now. You know, it'd have been
Yes.
nice. I mean, there's nothing I would do right now for a nice clean fish and chips or something along that line. Oh, all the London joints. Oh
Let's
my.
let's not go
Okay, let
there.
me
Let's not go
focus.
there.
Let me focus. Let me focus. Ah,
Yes.
oh God. Okay. And you know, our sausages, full English breakfast.
The
Anyway, let's
sausages.
focus.
I'm
Let's
gonna get
focus.
focused. Focus.
I'm focusing, man. I'm
Focus.
focusing, man. You know, if you didn't mention London, I wouldn't know where you
Becoming
were, but
a
it's
better
okay.
you. Lockdown series. Come on now.
All right, man. All right, man. Okay.
Yes.
So this is what's gonna happen with the church, man. You
Okay.
have a choice. Is either you
Yes.
learn,
Mm-hmm.
you adapt, and
Mm-hmm.
you still keep the word. The word of
Mm.
God seems to be the basics for everything. Now, the mission which I work with,
Yes.
I find we have written letters and emails before, but then now they are going to actually have RCCG social media policy. So
Great.
which means how you operate
Mm.
from the biggest church
Okay.
of the 1,000 plus people
Mm-hmm.
to the ones that is just 50K people. And
Yes.
you know, social media cuts across depending on how much money you have and how much data you have or what you're able to,
Mm-hmm.
afford. There's obviously the big boys on Facebook Live, on IG Live,
Okay.
to the easier ones where you just do WhatsApp, or to the ones where you just do MixLR, radio stations
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't eat up a lot of data. But
Mm.
then now you have to have two parishes. This is some of the things I learned from speaking with because this period I use it to also speak to a lot of great men of God that I've been trying
Okay.
to chase around.
Okay.
Pastor Boju,
Because you can get their attention now.
I can get,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we are
Yes.
not going anywhere. I know they don't
Nobody's
have,
going anywhere.
they are not going, they are preaching,
Nothing.
but they are
Nothing
not
like
going
let
anywhere
me
to
check my
preach.
schedule and see.
And,
Some of them
although
just
some of them,
I know.
some of them are getting busy now
Yes.
because now
Yes.
there's even online,
Even you,
online
Pastor
scheduling.
Leke, you are busy too. When you're flying everywhere with that geo. In fact, I want to see what your passport looks like now. I'm
No,
brimming envy.
no. The question is, how many
Yes.
passports do I have? That's
Can
what
you
you should
imagine?
answer.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Now you're talking. Okay.
So, we have to now have two audiences. So you have the people that would normally come to the church, as
To
in
the
the actual
church.
physical building, and then you have the
And the
online church.
online
So
audience.
online church. So you have to cater for them as well. You
Okay.
then obviously you have to do benchmarking, not competition, because it's two
Okay.
different things. So there's certain things different ministries are really good at, and whatever
Yes.
it is that has been your own
Strength.
strength,
Your
you
own
you
strength.
focus, you focus on it and enhance it more. So
Mm-hmm.
now, if somebody, if Pastor Adeboye now gives an altar call,
Yes.
it would be nice that there's an online church that says, and if you also want to give your life to Christ, you
Mm.
can fill this
Mm.
form.
Mm.
You can do this, you can do that. So it's not like the regular, because you can't walk out now. And then
Okay.
the speaker also has to acknowledge the people that are not in the room,
In the
or
physical
those who are
room.
watching online,
Yes.
physical room, those who are
Mm-hmm.
listening on radio, those
Yes.
who are in. So you now have to break down every avenue and make sure you cover every avenue.
Yes.
Because right now we are still speaking only for us. We are, UK, London type situation. What about what apps do they use in China? What apps
Yes.
do they use in South America?
Okay.
What apps do they use in Russia? How
Mm-hmm.
do we now become truly inclusive of everybody across the world,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
and then be mindful of time zones,
Yes.
because Guangzhou is 8 hours ahead of Lagos.
Lagos. Mm.
I mean, people in Melbourne, people in Samoa, 13
Mm-hmm.
hours and all of that. So
Mm-hmm.
which means you might have to think of sending certain people or creating a group for them where they get the messages in advance. We are going
Okay.
to eat Holy
Okay.
Communion tonight now.
Okay.
By the time
Yes.
we are eating Holy Communion, I don't know, maybe 6, 7 p.m., they
PM.
are already tomorrow
Next day.
morning, 7 a.m.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's things like that we now have to literally be absolutely
Walk
intentional.
around. Mm.
Yeah, and focus about all of these things that we are doing. So we
Yes.
don't, God is with us. We don't lose our vision. We don't lose
Yep.
our focus
Mm-hmm.
in everything we are doing. So that's the way I see it. But
Okay.
someone has to, the leaders now have to be open. And I'm hoping, that's why I love this lockdown,
Mm.
because now it is forcing them to like rethink. We now have to hear what these people have been making noise about all this time. So they can now say, okay, let's bring these young cats, these young bloods.
Before now, it's been noise. They've considered it noise. They've termed it
You know,
noise, right?
I thank God for RCCG because they supported us. They allowed you to do social media and the things you need to do, as long as it's not costing them any money. So, which means the young
nobody was explained.
So the young guys that are working with me, we spend our small incomes that we get left and right. So we do certain things, even to adverts. So free expo, since this is church to church, we are, when people arrive, this is the way I always say it. Assume that I'm coming to Nigeria for Holy Ghost service for the first time. I just jump on the plane and I'm like, I'm going to this country. I've been hearing it's there. I want to see it directly myself, see that large auditorium, see that arena and all of that. And I arrive at the airport and there is nothing that indicates that there's this program going on. Maybe it's Congress or Holy Ghost or convention. So why don't I have an advert inside the airport? Why don't I have an advert immediately I'm leaving the airport on a massive billboard? Why don't I have an advert or that toll gate in Leke, at somewhere around the Keja, all the key spots that
so
people have to pass.
They get a sense of belonging as soon as they arrive.
Exactly. Even if they're having difficulties in the airport and they don't have anyone to be able to take them to the camp, they can just mention, oh, I'm going for this program on that poster. How can you help me get there? And then we also developed a little book that is like all you need to know when you are coming to Nigeria by RCCG. Wow. So that one was
going somewhere.
We have done this thing. No, we have done this thing almost a year and a half now, but it was printed and put in some rooms across Nigeria.
Pastor Leke, you catch the vision, of course now. It's not picking where they go well.
It's good. It's good. We are around this anointing. He has to rub us on off. If it doesn't, then we are like a pedal in the middle of the water, and the water is not getting into us. So, so we plan all these things and just imagine someone is coming, even to the point of where to change money.